we have met in San Francisco to begin this truly amazing journey.
You've spent weeks and months, and in some cases, the better part of a year preparing for this event. I'm in awe of all that you have accomplished.
We ride in honor of those who were taken from us. We ride to show that we are living and thriving with HIV. We ride because we believe that healthcare is a human right.
We now declare that AIDS LifeCycle 2017 is officially open!
Safe riding, live sunny side up.
I'm looking forward to the challenge. Just the idea of doing 545 miles is mind-blowing.
As a first timer, I don't know what to expect. I think the whole experience overall is just going to be, life-changing.
Riding out of San Francisco was amazing. Just to kind of go out of the Cow Palace and to kind of see the sunrise a little bit and just people cheering and the bubbles and everything. It was amazing.
When I was 9 years old, my grandfather passed away of AIDS-related complications. My grandmother is still alive and kicking, and she has had it for 25 years. Nobody thinks a grandmother is going to contract HIV. So that's why I decided to ride, because it's anybody. It doesn't care who you are, how much money you make, what you look like, your sex, your race, your gender, it doesn't care. So I do things like this for her and to raise awareness and obviously money to end this thing.
Around 2004, I was really sick and nothing was working. So my mom, she was really worried and she said I should go get an HIV test. I went to the emergency room and I had 20 T cells and a very high viral load. So I was diagnosed with AIDS. I signed up to do the ride because it was a personal challenge for me, and I thought it was pretty awesome that this fundraiser was helping a lot of people. Leading my life with the purpose of helping others has saved my life.
I come from Nigeria, where it's one of the countries where HIV/AIDS is really prevalent, and my dad is a doctor who once worked in the AIDS prevention in Nigeria. Because I heard a lot about the patients and how difficult it was for people to come out and get treatment and even just seek help. I signed up for the AIDS LifeCycle because there are a lot of people that deal with the stigma of HIV and AIDS and they don't get the support that they need. So knowing that this organization is very heavily involved in that, I think that's the main difference this ride makes. The fact that we could raise this amount of money to help them achieve those goals is really important.
Knowing through the years the suffering that I saw friends go through, a week on a bike is nothing compared to what I've seen. And so this to me just reminds me day after day of how much more we need to do.
All of us have things going on in our lives, our families, what's wrong, work. So we don't have time to be who we can be. And when you go on this ride, it's a form of meditation where you're concentrating on 2 square centimeters of rubber. And you really have a time for your mind to deflate.
Having that kind of quiet time on the road, enjoy this beautiful scenery, enjoy all these beautiful people, but also just kind of be able to reflect. And just this whole week I'm disconnecting, I'm unplugging, from all phone and everything. I just want to be here and just really take the moment because we've worked so hard for it.
I encourage all my friends to join because it's so life-changing, and even if they only experience it once, it's just amazing to be around a community of people who have the same heart and have that generous spirit. It's called the Love Bowl for a reason.
It's like the city of love. Some of us are fast riders, some of us will be the last one in, but the thing is that we're all here to support each other. And I think with that connection is what really makes this event so powerful.
It's the way the world should be. You can feel the love, the commitment, the passion. Just everybody has this sense of family, sense of community.
The support on the ride is second to none. It's just one of those life-changing events.
There's almost 700 roadies that take care of us very needy cyclists. And it's like this invisible arm just comes and embraces you and does all of these things for you. And it wouldn't be possible to do it without them.
You guys are amazing. You make this whole week kind of doable, and you are so much more than you know.
Thank you, roadies, for getting up before me, staying up later than me, working your butts off, and always watching out for us.
Keep it up. You keep it up.
It's probably one of the best bike rides in the world. You start off along the coast, you find yourself in the central part of the state, which is very hot, and you're kind of like, oh my God, I'm never gonna make it through this. And then all of a sudden you find yourself back along the coast, beautiful green, it's beautiful.
I'm into territory that I haven't been through. It gives you an appreciation for definitely where all of our food comes from and some of the beautiful parts of the state that you don't really get to see driving by in a car.
For me, it's a reminder of the diversity of our state and a reminder to put myself outside of the bubble that I live in and experience a different perspective on what it means to be Californian.
I ride not only because I am positive and I want to let people know that you can live a healthy, normal life with HIV, but I also ride for those who aren't here anymore. I ride for my lover, Mark, who I buried when I was 25. I ride for my mother, who took care of me when I was sick. I ride for the nurses and the doctors who saved my life. I ride for the nurses and doctors who are still continuing to save lives.
35 years ago, there wasn't a lot that kept us going, except our own individual determination to survive. Oh, so many of those that didn't survive, I see them. I see them in the riders, and see those people out there and the courage they had to do this reminds me of the courage of so many that aren't here.
I'm young. I didn't live through the worst of the epidemic. So I'm really inspired actually by people who were there and fought so that people of my generation didn't really have to. I didn't have to fight then, so I feel like I should be doing something now to honor that.
I've learned a lot about people's trials and tribulations, people who've lost loved ones to AIDS. It's definitely helped me to put things more in perspective, and just seeing all different types of people out on the road feels like home to me.
It is the most remarkable experience. The people that you meet, just the love that you kind of feel from the whole community is amazing. So it's definitely a life-changing experience.
This is my favorite week of the year. It is the one thing that really gives me some wonderment in my life. I get to see people doing amazing things. I get to see myself do amazing things. And it allowed me to see a place where I could actually give back. I actually make a difference. It's beautiful to be a helper. And I love that it gives me that opportunity.